What is this, man? What's up, everyone? Welcome to a new video on the channel. Welcome to Horizon 5, and what I think at the moment is probably the worst car that Forza Horizon 5 have added to the game. The BMW iX. What is the point of this thing? An electric SUV. Let me rephrase that, right? Let me get a few steps back, right? Here comes a rant, okay? And I know you guys love the rant so much. Let's go to camera mode real quick. Let's have a quick look. Turn that off, right? So we have a BMW iX added into the game, right? Here's the thing. This is lacking a massive amount of detail, weirdly enough. It's just not good. Look at the inside of the headlight. I'm sorry, but where's the detail inside of the headlight? It's so dark in there, and there's no, like, the lights themselves. It just seems like a white screen on a black background. That's it. It looks a little weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that. The pixels that you can see in the grille at the top, you can literally see pixels. Like, very clearly see them. Okay? That's another thing. Here's another thing for you. Why did they add this car to the game? Why did they add the most basic soccer mom car in this game? First of all, BMW iX. Disgusting looking car. Horrible. I don't know if it wants to be an SUV or if it wants to be a people carrier, an MPV. It's not high enough off the ground to actually look like an SUV, and it looks more like a people carrier than an SUV. Even though it has the X branding, which usually means it's reserved for SUVs. Second of all, it's not even the best one. Why is it the X-Drive 50? Why couldn't it be the M60i or not I, because it's not going to be an M60i, but like the iX M60 or the M50 at least. There's a better version of this car that they could have added into the game, and they decided to add a base spec version of this car in the game. Why? I don't understand. I don't get it. And this is coming from a person that likes to see ordinary cars in the game, but this isn't, first of all, fast, it's not very detailed, and it's ugly. It's just something that I feel like, as a BMW fan, right? Because I am a BMW fan. This is just a stupid car that they added into the game. I'm sorry, it just is. Even the interior just looks low quality. Man, they could have added so much better stuff in this game. Even if it was just this car, the interior looks so poor. Like I said, they added like the base spec version of this car. Doesn't have upgraded stereo. Doesn't have upgraded crystal insides as well. It's just such a basic car that they added into the game, and I do not understand. I really don't. I don't understand why they added like the base version of this car in the game. Seriously. It just baffles my mind. Weird. And then again, it's electric, so it makes no noise. It doesn't do any of that. So there you go. The most useless car that they could have added into the game. I don't even want to drive this thing stock, so let's start upgrading and doing stuff to it and see what's available, especially engine swaps or electric motor swaps. 516 horsepower. I mean, it's not slow, but like, they still could have added the faster version of this car. There is a faster version of this car that they could have added into the game. Okay, we can have that engine. We could have we have a wide body kit that costs 100 grand to slap on. Oh my god. I'll put it on because it makes it look more aggressive at least. Oh my god. I'm gonna put the tiniest little spoiler on it. Tiniest little winglet. Actually, I have an idea. Someone on my Discord actually sent me a tune for this thing. Weirdly enough, they were actually very quick with it, and they ended up sending me a code for this thing. So I want to try it, because I usually love trying people's builds that they send me. So let's try that. Hopefully you put the wide body kit on it, and then all the power as well. So let's abandon that setup real quick. I just remember this right now because I ended up looking at it yesterday, and this is sent it to me. So let's check it out. He apparently did the same tune except one. It's got T37s on it. Go on, then we'll put that one on. 356, 353, 362. That is the tune that he sent me. Does it have? It's got race suspension. Really? It's a drift build, he said. But it's got race suspension. Can you not have drift suspension on this thing? I'm guessing not, since he put race suspension on it. I'm guessing not. I want to slap it on and let's just see what it's like. 165 bag. I think you can. I think he did put the wide body kit on it because it's 165 grand. Because I don't think performance parts themselves are able to add that much. I just want to check myself, just in case he made a mistake, which I don't think he did, but... Yeah, okay, cool. Fair enough, fair enough. My tuning setups, and it'll just be this one. Slap that back on again. Right, let's drive this ridiculous thing. This absolute waste of a week's rewards on this game. With T37s on it. Come on then. Let's see. Yeah, it's... There it is. Well, it does go sideways. Oh my god, you can't have any steering angle on it. It loses it. That's terrible. Yeah, and I'm one on Sim Steering. I was wondering maybe Sim Steering could probably help me a little bit and then try it out without, but nah. You can't have any steering angle with it. It's just bad. It's just bad. Oh my god. The steering is like sharp, but like you can't have a lot of steering angle. This guy did a 1.1 mil on the mountain pass with this thing. Bro, how? How did you do 1.1 mil? Okay, wait. So instead of... Okay, never mind. I've gotten the hang of this thing. I've gotten the hang of it. Never mind. I just want to see what it would look like on the inside when I'm sliding this thing. Oh god. Such a big boat. Lack of drift suspension is incredibly noticeable. Like, you see it so easy. Here's the thing though with this thing. If you want to come out of the slide, I don't know how he built this thing like this, but if you want to come out of the slide, if you pushed it a bit too far, I hate this thing, man. I hate it so much. How did you get 1.1 mil with it? It's so bad. It's so bad. I'm not even blaming your tune even. I'm blaming the car itself. Oh my god, I have to forget how to drive this stupid thing. Or I have to forget how to drive cars in general, because it just makes no sense. How? What am I supposed to do? It doesn't catch itself. I can't have any angle. I don't know if it's a tune or not. I'm gonna get rid of your tune on it, because I can't tell if it's your tune or if it's not your tune, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna slap my own tune on it and see if it's just as bad. Because that was horrible. That was so bad. Okay, slap that little winglet on it. Did he even change the tires? Oh yeah, he put drag tires on it. I'm not gonna put drag tires on it because just no. Drag tires on a car that doesn't have drift suspension is a big no-no. Diff, yeah, it doesn't really matter which one because I'm gonna lock it anyway. Brakes, just to get unsprung mass. Race suspension. I'm gonna put off-road suspension actually, because I think, anyway, in the older games when you didn't have drift suspension, you'd end up using off-road suspension because you actually have slightly more steering angle, believe it or not. That is something that I don't think a lot of people knew, but your steering angle actually increases just ever so slightly if you used to use off-road suspension instead of drift suspension. I don't know if that is the case anymore though. So we'll see about that. I'm gonna stretch my gears out because I probably have to. All right, let's try it again with my tune this time. Let's see if it's better. See if I have made any sort of difference here. Yep, I definitely have. Much easier to control. I don't think the use of drag tires is a good idea on a car that doesn't have drift suspension. I'm sorry. And I don't think you can keep a lot of angle as well with it. Look, it actually turns. You can still lose control of it by the looks of things, because if you flick it too hard on one way and then you flick it back the other way, you can't actually catch it because of the lack of the extra steering angle. So you have to be very careful with the amount of steering that you do. But it's so much more manageable and so much easier to drive now. And I definitely think that these tires are significantly better to use. I also made it more rear bias because the one that he was using, it was definitely more power. Oh my god! It's so easy to lose yourself, to lose control of this thing while giving it too much angle. Yeah, his car had a bit too much power going to the front wheels, and even to get out of sticky situations like when you lost control of it, right? And you gave it a little bit too much angle, and you couldn't catch it again because it doesn't have the drift suspension. Basically, with his car, you would end up accelerating, and the front end will pull you in. So it was built a little weird. It was built a little weird in that regard, but. Careful now, careful now, careful now. I mean, my car does the same thing, even though most of my power is going to the rear wheels. Weirdly enough, but it still does kind of a very similar thing where... Look, yeah, if I accelerate, the front end will pick up and start pulling me in the direction that I'm driving. I just need to be a little bit more careful. It is literally my fault. I'm just not used to driving cars without drift suspension on these runs, you know. Sure, why would you be? Oh my god, this thing sucks. I'm probably going to be able to pull a very similar amount of points to what he did, 1100, or 1100, wow, 1.1 mil points. But don't expect me to do anything crazy or ridiculous. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pull 1.1 mil. Maybe 1 mil. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Okay, never mind. 1 mil I'm definitely getting. There's the 1 milli. Oh. Okay, okay. Heavily underestimated the car, but I did pull a 1.1 mil. But it's so much easier to drive like this than with that guy's tune. Oh my god, I hate this thing. It's just bad. I'm sorry. It's just a bad car. It looks funny because it has the crazy wide body kit, and I think they tried to do the same thing as like the Wuling Sunshine, but the Wuling Sunshine was like such a meme of a car that it was kind of fun to have in the game. This just isn't. It's not a meme. It's not funny. It's just bad. It's just a bad car. Weirdly enough, it has a lot of power. They gave it almost 2,000 horsepower in this game. It's like 1.86, isn't it? It's like 1,860 horsepower, something like that. Oh, 1,900 horsepower, there you go. Which is ridiculous with that. The little motor swap, but... yeah, it's just such a pointless car. Let me know if you built this thing for anything else other than stupid drifting. And if you've used it for anything else, is it good? Is it bad? Maybe this thing is absolutely good at off-road or something. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. People can tell me down in the comments below if you've used this thing for anything else. But this, in my opinion, right now, is probably the worst car, or the most pointless car in Forza Horizon 5. I can't really think of anything else that could possibly be more pointless than that car. I feel like everything we could drive and have some fun in, and it'll be, you know, like different and just enjoyable to drive, and I feel like this car just is at a point, like even this Audi RS e-tron GT, like it's a sports version. Imagine if they just added the regular e-tron GT, the low power one. Why? It's not even the power that I'm complaining about. Is that the M50 or the M60 just has better, it just looks better. It looks more aggressive, things are more blacked out, it just looks like the performance version of the car that it is, you know? For a game that wants you to drive, you know, the rarest of the rarest cars and the best and coolest cars and whatever, you end up adding basically a base model BMW iX. It's just, it makes no sense. Anyway, that is my rant over for the entire video. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video with this ridiculous thing, just doing some weird driving. Yeah, well, that's it. Thank you, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.